Hey there, so I'm just going to record this quick video to kind of go over what we were talking about. I can't remember what town you're in, whether that's Bantam or Litchfield, but either way, I'm just going to do it for CT just to kind of explain. It'll be easier that way anyway. So I did a Google search for Excavation Company CT, and this is where the Google ads would show up because I manage so many of them. It's not displaying for me. It would show something along these lines, but that's okay. But anyway, so the Google ads show right at the top of the page. When you when you scroll down, this is called these are called Google Business Profiles. These are really important to have if you don't have already. And if not, this is something we can help you set up with the website. Obviously, these will be listed before the websites are listed below here. And so this profile is something we work on ranking just the same as a website. It's really important to have everything filled out. This is where you want to get reviews on and so forth. So lots of stuff goes into ranking these, but the most important thing is like interacting with the profile as much as possible, getting good reviews, and just kind of having proof of you online. If the only thing that is online of your company is your website, it's a little bit sketchy. You know, nowadays there's so much stuff online for people, so that's another thing we help with is just creating like an online presence, and that will help this profile rank better as well as the website. Okay, listed below are the actual websites. The first one here, he's been in first for years and years and years. I don't even know why. I mean, I do know why, but crazy to me that he's in first. Let's take a look at his site. So obviously they're called Excavation Contractor CT. That's going to help him rank. They've got a call to action right here about their services, about them, where they serve. Again, a little bit about them. Videos are awesome. Not something you have to start off right off the bat with, but getting like a good video together for the site will be awesome. Call to action, some more about the services. The photos don't even load. This website's not even monitored. Anyway, more about their services. And then it goes into client testimonials. Again, just having enough reviews to be able to display some on the site would be good. Where they're located, where they serve. All right, so I don't love the way this site looks, but there's a couple things they do really well. First off, you see they have a lot of content. They have a lot of words on here that, just notice Mildford. That's really important because it's displaying them as the expert. They've got a lot of information about what they do, why it's important, yada yada, and so they're being displayed as an expert in the field. The next thing, they have keywords. This is something people search for, right? That was obviously pretty much just what I searched for. They have keywords in the content. Their freaking business name is a keyword. And so that's something that's also really important is going to be for us to make sure we figure out what those keywords are, and then we keep the keywords in the content. We want to make sure we have enough content on your website, etc. Again, I know this is displayed for excavation. That's not necessarily your main focus, but just kind of using this as an example. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and put them into our software called Ahrefs. This is kind of where I'm able to see why they're ranking. This is a paid program, and we are going to take a look here into their UR and DR. The UR is essentially the trust rating for website, and a DR rating is essentially a power rating of a website. These numbers actually really aren't that high. So that's good to know. I'm sure you're not, but even if you were going after the full state of Connecticut, it's not super, super competitive. One of the main ways you raise these numbers is through something called a backlink, and I'll try to keep this simple. Essentially, this is an endorsement from another website. There's another website, and they're like, guys, Excavation Contractor CT, they're the best. Check them out. Here's their website. That counts as a backlink. It's an endorsement. It's another website calling them out. And so it's cool, we're actually able to click on these and see all the websites that call them out and get any of those for your sites, have them call you out, at least the ones we're able to get, and that will help power your website as well. Now, lastly and most importantly, these are the keywords that I was talking about. So we'll do a search. They're going after a lot of words, so let's just look at the CT ones in particular. CT excavation. There's approximately 30 people who Google this per month. Danbury, probably too far for you. Approximately 10 people a month. Danbury, okay, a lot of people in Danbury. I'm sure Stanford's probably a bit far. CT excavating, approximately 100. It is probably a business name too. Laser tag, what in the hell? Interesting. Septic contractors. Whatever. They're going after a lot of, it's very weird. They're going after a lot of other keywords as well. Irrelevant, but so this is kind of what we do. We go through and we look at, hey, what towns have keyword research? What ones are nice and easy? What ones are there a million people going after? And we will be able to find this stuff for like drainage or excavation or foundation or stuff. When it's going to come to your very specific services, it's not going to show up in here, and that's where I said we're going to be taking our best educated guess and putting that content on the website. Where we would go after those services that you would kind of start off with is going to be in the Google ad, because we can very easily turn them off. So here's an example of some of the relevant services offered that can be on or off. Channel drains, French drains, yard drains, catch basins, a dry well issue or other. You probably don't want to do fencing. Foundations. I don't know if you would want to do this stuff, but here's some options as well. General contractors going away, so we won't look at them. Probably nothing here. You would want landscaper, maybe grading and resloping, or if you want to get into walkways. Any of this stuff, and probably nothing here. Maybe irrigation if you want that, and probably nothing here. I mean, there's lots and lots of categories, but these are probably the most relevant to you. So that's why I say this will be really good to bring in calls for some of that kind of like easy fill-in work, and then we will target your website much more around the services you actually want, so that when people are searching for those things, their website should be hopefully really relevant for that, and it will show up. And actually, a really good example of this was someone in your area. What were they? Oh, Harvest Moon Timber Frame. So this was someone pretty close. They clearly love doing timber frame stuff, and they even have kits and stuff. Beautiful photos. Obviously, this is probably a bit above what you need, but they niched down so hard into timber frame stuff, and when I was searching in your area, it ranked. So that's just a thought. Anyway, so that's kind of like the basis of how this stuff works. The next step would be to have a call and go a little bit more into exact services, exact areas, and then we could kind of lay out the website, lay out the services, what would make the most sense, how much we need, and pricing. All right, thanks so much.